Hey, what's good? What's good? It's Coach Rashid, and I'm back. I got something great for you to check out today. I'm gonna give you an update on one of our key projects that you might not have seen, recently, but it's a solid, a stable, um, very unique, and trend-setting platform, if you will. The technology, we got blockchain, we got crypto, and we got real world assets. And if you've been following me a little bit in 2025, this is really the year that real world assets are taking off. On my previous video, I talked about just different areas within the blockchain and crypto space and kind of how mainstream Wall Street and some of the big asset managers are really, really taking on this movement and they're running with it. And so with the regulations coming on and all of the great platforms out there that are looking at it from a legal perspective and making sure that they got the guardrails up and they're really pushing crypto and blockchain forward in the best way. This is the right time for all of us to take advantage of things that have a monitor, things that have guardrails, things that are in this space, but they actually are providing utility for the tokens or the crypto that is centered to their projects. So I'm going to give you an update on e-estates, which is, the digital real estate, the tokenized property investments that we have been thrilled to see grow every single day. And so I just got to ask you one question. If you had an opportunity to really build wealth in real estate, would you want to be a landlord and physically have to take care of tenants, or would you want to log into a computer, look at various properties around the globe, and choose which one you want to earn a profit from every single day? And then we're going to show you how to make a withdrawal, and I might be able to purchase a property as well while we're on the call today. All right, so let's go ahead and let's jump into it. Let's see if I can bring up a quick video by a co-founder of the organization, just to give you a nice kickoff of this video. So let's see what one of our guys right here. Here we go. Here we go. Make sure I got screen share on. Okay, good, good, good. So Mr. Hamilton right here, right? So he's one of the co-founders of eEstates, and he has a powerful message for us today. And so without jumping in here and not getting that sound right, so I want to make sure I get the sound right. You know how that goes. We don't want to screw that up. I don't know if you've been on some of these calls and the sound just doesn't come through properly. So let's go ahead and see what he has to say.
Let's talk about what makes eEstate different. We're not some pop-up startup. We're built on 50 years of real estate history, real experience, real results. I'm talking about Eli Property, a company founded in Oregon back in 1973. We've seen every market, up, down, sideways, and we're still standing. We've bought, sold, developed, and managed real estate in Oregon and California for decades. And now, all of that experience is behind the eEstate platform. On top of that, we work side by side with the Association of Real Digital Realtors, an independent organization that helps set high standards and ethics for agents worldwide. We're not here to experiment. We're not just here to try things out. We're here to stay. Tokenization isn't a trend, it's a transformation. And if you're with us now, you're already ahead of the pack. You're not just early, you're smart. Because when the world catches up, you'll already be earning, growing, and leading. We're building the future of real estate, and we're not going anywhere. Let's make history together.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, he's a good dude. I like the way that, he phrased it like, look, we're not going anywhere. We're here to stay, right? And this is the trend and this is the transformation. and he wants you to understand that this is real and we're not playing games. So without further ado, let's jump into a reminder of what this actual platform is. And I want to take you really, I'm going to take you through a few of the slides. You can see the presentation every single day, anywhere from 6 a.m. On the West Coast, 9 a.m. on the East Coast. We got a super duper presenter, Mr. Anthony Deloach. So he breaks it down so well. So I just want to give you some highlights to what the program is about and why I'm so thrilled to be, just really part of something that is so revolutionary. And you could be too. It states it's the new era, right? The digital real estate solutions. And as we know, tokenization is that revolutionary move. The world has seen real world assets tokenized, basically meaning if you have actual, let's say you're a broker, let's say you're a real estate company and you have properties on your books and you want to move those properties onto the blockchain, right? And the way to do that is you're moving the deed, you're moving titles, you're moving contracts. You're not moving the property because this is all digital. And so you're taking it from the physical to the digital. And that really is that tokenization process, just really making it a digital representation of the shares that are fractional shares that anybody and everybody has an opportunity that didn't have it before. Now they have an opportunity to purchase fractional shares or tokens in that particular property. That is really what the tokenization effect is about. And this right here has been discussed, has been talked about on multiple platforms in traditional media as well as online and offline everywhere. If you are in the real estate arena, I implore you to definitely take a look at this and see if it really, makes sense to you to add this to your portfolio because it's not going anywhere but up, right? Real estate tokenization is projected to become a $16 trillion market by 2030. That right there alone should be enough to say, I might need to take a look. And we know that BlackRock, we know that JB Morgan Chase, we know that Boston Consulting Group, we got McKinley Consulting. Everybody is talking about how this is revolutionizing the digital landscape, right? And on my last video, when I talked about the tokenization and the real world assets and actual use cases, real estate was centered to that. And I just recently saw or even read, but I listened to the video, the audio, and the CEO of Robinhood said that tokenization is going to eat up, like literally take over, like the whole decentralized financial system that we know of, right? Because it is so powerful. And so I just want to make sure that I do my part to get this out to my community and as well as everybody that can hear my voice. So I appreciate you coming on. If you don't know, I'm Coach Rashid, and I've been doing this for a while, and I make sure that I provide you with quality information, giving you quality representation of real information that can add value to your decisions. What is eEstates? eEstates is a next generation platform designed to make real estate investment accessible, transparent, and secure for individuals worldwide. Instead of purchasing entire properties, buyers can acquire real estate tokens representing a portion of residential, commercial, or development projects, earning rental income and potential capital appreciation in line with their tokenized stake. That is what we are doing. Every single day, we are earning from the purchases that we make. Now, um, within the estates, we talk about tokenized ownership. We talk about blockchain powered transactions. We're talking about global reach, data driven insights, right? So the people behind this project are the smartest people in the business. Been doing it for years, 50 plus years in the US. So they know how to find the properties. They've already connected with the properties. They have a portfolio of properties that we can choose from. And we are able to go ahead and digitally earn from those properties throughout the process. So let's talk about tokenized ownership. Lower your entry barriers, right? So we're talking $10 is the minimum to get a fractional share of a premium property in Miami, Florida. Like, how crazy is that? Right? So this is for everybody. Nobody's left out. This is for everybody. Anybody and everybody that can afford $10. There are people right now in Nigeria that are tearing this up because they see the opportunity. And when you have a low barrier entry to, $10 to get in, it was $100. Then they presented this one for $10. And these are fractional shares that you can purchase, and you will earn anywhere from 0.3% all the way up to almost 1% per day on these properties, right? Depending on the properties that you actually invest in. You have the blockchain powered transactions. Everything is done on the blockchain. So we know you have enhanced security, reduced transaction time, and you increase trust. Global reach, investment properties around the globe without facing complex local regulations on your own. The company is headquartered in Panama. They have done all the heavy lifting, and all we have to do is come online, spread the word, let people know that this is real, this is happening. That's why I'm doing this, is because a lot of people don't know. And how do you know? Because somebody tells you about it. And especially when we have a platform like YouTube or something similar, Facebook, Instagram, all these different platforms, everybody gets to know that there is something better out there. And E-Estates is representing something better. Now, with that being said, I want to give you a little more insight to really how we do what we do. But I want to go to my back office and let's see if I can pull that up. I think it's over here. So let me go here and let's go here. Boom. So hopefully you can see my dashboard. It should be up now. Let's make sure we're good. Yeah, we're up. Okay. So this is really good because um, I think what I'm going to do, I haven't done a withdrawal in probably about a month. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll do a withdrawal. But what I want to do is I'm going to actually I'm going to go to my site. I'm going to kind of walk you through some of the areas in the site. So, hey, if you're like, look, Rashid, I've seen the presentation. I know how all that works. I just want to see like what the back office looks like, or, how do we do transactions? Where do we find the properties? What kind of properties are available to us? So let me do that for the people that are just like, yo, I appreciate what you do, Rashid. Let's get busy. Let's get in here and let me see what happens. What do you do when you open up your account? So that's all I'm going to talk about today because I've done the presentation numerous times. I've done all that, and we're looking to do some live presentations. So if you're interested in jumping on board and and bringing some partners, we can definitely set that up. Get your Zoom set up for you, and we'll go through the presentation, piece by piece. Investment strategy. So as soon as you log in, they always have an announcement that pops up, which is good because the important stuff, boom, right in front of you. So they're talking about unlocking your buyer level. So when you first come in, you're at level one. Level one opens up 5 categories, right? And so you can basically purchase, anywhere from the $10 all the way up to the $250,000. Totally depends on what you're looking to do. So right here, I'm going to just read a little bit of this where it talks about, every buyer can choose their own investment level. Investors at advanced levels gain access to premium tokenized properties in Los Angeles and Dubai, where you have the highest yields on the platform. During the active phase, right? This is so critical. People need to remember when you first come into the business, and you are looking for a property, you purchase a property, it's going to pay you a daily rate, 5 days a week, about 20 days a month. You're going to get paid on business days up to 1% every single day for 18 months. That is going to be your profits coming in like clockwork. And I'll show you all that in a minute. Then, after that 18 months is up, then they're going to shift to an annual return of 10% every single year, and it'll be paid out twice a year. That's your passive phase, ensuring long-term growth and financial stability. So that's how we earn with this platform. So when you look at what we're doing, then you can your base of reference should be, okay, if I was actually a realtor or an agent or broker, property investor, how would that look? Okay, I'm doing it this right now. This is what's happening. And here's what eStates is doing on a digital real estate side. And these are the kind of the profits that I'm getting. Like, which one makes sense to you? And then you can say, look, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, but hey, I think I want to add that to my portfolio of financial decisions. And then you'll find out that you're making twice as much as you were, and you're doing the same work. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer when it comes to doing the same work, but getting paid a lot more to do it. Might as well step on into the ring. Give me a call and we can make this happen. All right. So this is the back office. This is the dashboard. Yeah, I'm just opening it up because I want you guys to know. I want you to, this is the actual back office. This is what it looks like, right? No concepts, no slides. This is the real deal. All right, so you first log in and you have these options here. You got your dashboard, you got your buyer agent, rewards, right? And the knowledge spot. So let me move this down a little bit so you can see it a little better. Info hub, rewards, agent, buyer, and dashboard. So that gives you some options. So normally when I come in, I'll always check the dashboard. Then I say, okay, do we have any new properties? So, okay, let's check, see if we got any new properties. So we come in here, we look at real estate. So it says select the tokenized property. So when you have funds in your account, right? And we can talk about how that happens. Like I said, if you're ready to get started and you go ahead and get registered, then hey, just get in touch with me and I'll walk you through the process. But today I just want to dive right in. But there's a couple of steps before you select the property. But you got to know how much you want to purchase, right? So this right here is the apartment in Miami. So it gives you a little information about it. Right here, downtown Miami condo, daily passive income, right? The minimum is $10. So one EST token is $10. That's kind of what that means, right? And over here on the right side, you see it says purchased 24,916 tokens have been sold of the 107,000 that are available, right? So there's no infinite amount. There's no time that you can't invest in these properties. There will be some that's on, they have a limited amount of tokens. Once those tokens are gone, that one comes off the market. And if you got a chance to invest, then you're going to earn continuously off of that, pretty much, for the life of that. Um, as long as the property is with the estate, you'll be earning off of it, put it like that. All right. And so you can read the information here. It talks about it located in a vibrant core of Miami, a modern two-bedroom apartment, offers strong rental demand, supported by year-round tourism, thriving business district, all the great stuff that you know. That right there is going to give you a property that's going to pay you between 0.3% and 0.5% every single day, right? And it gives you an example. So let's say, for instance, if you said, you know what, I like this property and I want to put $100, you know, um, worth of tokens in there, then it's going to pay you about 42 cents a day, $8 a month, about $105 a year. And you can basically break even around 10 months. So if that's what you want to do, totally up to you. It give you a proof of concept. Does it work? Does it not work? I get paid every day. I mean, you can see how it works with something like that. I mean, if you come in with anything less than, maybe 5,000, 3 to 5,000, then you're really just testing the waters, right? But if you're serious about making money, then of course you're going to have to collect your funds, come in with 3 to 5K, and you'll be able to go ahead and start seeing a nice amount, which averages about $400 a month. That'll put you in a good position. All right. So this is the Miami apartment. This one is one of the apartments that starts at $117. This is in downtown Seattle, right? Stable daily returns. So downtown Seattle, very busy, very occupied, and you're going to earn about 0.4 to 0.6% every single day. So let's say, for instance, same concept. You can say, you know what? I want to earn, a nice chunk. I like the 0.4 to 0.6% a day. That sounds pretty good. For about 20 days, that's going to give me about 8 to 10% a month. So yeah, I like that. I'm going to do 1,170. Bam. You put in 1,170, you're going to earn 0.4 to 0.6% a day. That's going to give you $5 a day, give you $125 a month, gives you about $1,400 a year. That's just extra on top of whatever you're doing, right? So we're not saying one property is not going to retire you. That's not the game. This is a stable, this is solid, this is actual real world assets called property, physical properties. People have validated that. People see them, people know the addresses, they can go check it out. All that is above board and it's on the blockchain. And so we have strategies where you can earn $10,000 a month with this system without ever having to come out of your pocket. But one time you can actually purchase a property. Okay. And this is one of the villas. This is one of the most popular ones. No, this is a 480. So this is the house. Yeah. So the house, so 480 is the minimum in this one. And I want to show you one that like so I can talk about the 10,000 a month. So $480 gets you can earn about 0.46% up to 0.6% every single day. You'll get rewarded for that. So if you put 480 down on this house, then you're going to earn about $672 a year off of that, right? And so if you can kind of imagine if you purchased a little bit in each of these, then you start seeing those numbers really kind of grow in a whole different light. But if you want something safe, you want something stable, you want something that gives you that long-term income and that it build over time, you can compound it as well. And so you can grow that income and you can at least feel good about where your money is. And there are people that's coming in and purchasing the 300,000, some doing 500,000. There's people putting in $1 million because they see it as a very safe and long-term play. But at the same time, when they say, hey, look, I was already investing in real estate and making about 5 to 10% a year, they're able to do that over here every single month. You don't think they're jumping on this? Like, it just makes sense, right? So this is at Arch Cape, Oregon, another property right here that you can take a look at. You can earn off of it as well. This villa has been very popular. There's over 800,000 tokens available. We're about halfway there, and you can earn about 0.5 to 0.7% every single day. So if you put in, let's say you do, um, because this is the number we use, right? Let's say you put in 5,000 for this property. So you put in 5,000, you're going to make about $30 a day, which is going to give you about $640 a month. So that right there gives you an opportunity to break even in about 7 months, which is pretty phenomenal, actually. So if I'm going to get paid every day for 18 months, then I'm going to actually make my money back almost 3 times before that stops. So think of it that way, right? Let's say you're working a job and you like what you do, you're making money here, you're taking care of your bills, no problem. You go out every now and then with your family, do things that you want to do, you're not stressed, and you get a little extra, income on the side. And then this comes along and you get another little extra on the side. So if you're already making, let's say you're making 10,000 a month from your job, then you start making you have a side hustle that you're making, $200, a month off of. And then boom, you don't even have to physically go out there and work, on a weekend or work at a retail or do seasonal. You can sit at the house, get on a computer, log in, plug in $5,000, go to your account, deposit 5,000 in USDT into this platform, earn $640 extra per month and never change your behavior in your daily life. How cool is that? Like, it's so powerful to me, right? So this can happen right here. Now, here's what I want to really get into. This is the first time this has happened. So put this into perspective. There are people out there that look at this opportunity and say, oh my gosh, $6,000? Like, I can't afford that. No problem. You have an opportunity, $10, you can jump in, see it work, and then do whatever you do. When you earn enough, you put in 3,000 or 4,000, you get that property making 20 to $30 a day. That's going to be a game changer for you because now you're making about $600 a month. Totally different game, right? So that starts to happen and you increase, increase, increase. So over time, you may get to a point where you're making enough, you collect 6,740 and you're like, boom, guess what? Out of all the properties, $10, $480, $117, $3,000. The one that sold out first is the one that was 6,740. And this was in Bali, Indonesia. So think about that. People see this as a very safe, very powerful, and profitable opportunity that they came up with the 6,740 and got in this thing at this level. That's powerful. And it sold out. So whoever got in it was able to lock in that $934 minimum. They probably put in 10,000. And you can imagine, let's say somebody came in here and put in 10. They put in 10, they making 1488 per month because they saw this as a amazing opportunity. They're going to break even at 6 months. That means they're going to earn their money back 3 times over the course of 18 months. Is that not worth your money, 3Xing? Come on. It's amazing, right? It gets better. Boom. Let's say you want to invest in the tokenized real estate commercial side. This is a commercial property in Phoenix, Arizona. Functional space, stable income. It's already making money. You come in, you drop 10,270. You're going to average about $1,500 a month, right? 18,000 a year. And then you're going to basically double your money 3 times. Why not? 3X right there. That's powerful. And then after that, you're going to make 10% every year continuously. So if you're going to do it, this is really the way to do it. Why? Because in October, right? This is October. There's a special going on where you're going to earn extra tokens just because you invest in this property. That's really what I wanted to get at is this one is the one that is offered and they're going to give you some extra tokens because this is the special for the month. So very cool, exciting. This is the place to be. This is the time to do it. Dive in and hey, you don't get paid to do what you do anyway, right? You like to invest in property. You're making about 5 to 10% a year. Now you have opportunity to make 5 to 10% a month. How about that? But it's really a little more than that, but I'm gonna keep it conservative because I don't want nobody thinking that I'm trying to, you know, do some financial advice or some influencing. None of that. Just letting you know it's real. And that's all I can tell you. All right, so let's go over here because I have not, like I said, done a withdrawal in a while. So I want to just kind of show you how the withdrawal system works, so people can see how amazing it is, tell you the truth. So we can go over here, we can open up the wallet, right? I got 2,000 tokens here, I got $767 that I can mess around with. I did make a deposit into one of the properties today. I forget which one. Oh, there's some bonuses added. That's very nice. I think I spin the wheel and got some bonuses out of that. Let's see. Do a quick withdrawal and then we can move on. So let's say I wanted to withdraw. Um, let's do 700. Let's do 700. It might be a withdrawal fee. Okay, I think it's like, yeah, $7. Okay, cool, got it. So this is my wallet address. And then I have to put my PIN in there. So close your eyes. Yeah, I wish I knew how to cover that up while I'm typing, but I don't. So I'm going to need you to hold on a second. All right, so let's go over. What is that right there? Let's go over there. And I'll let you look at that while I'm messing around with this. So let's go here. Talk about the buyer levels already. The founders, Eli Properties, Mike Hamilton, Brandon Stevenson. Um, it's very secure. There's always a risk associated with any platform. So don't be tricked into thinking that there's no risk. But this is a new era of digital real estate solutions. So just wanted to put that out there. Let me go ahead and do this right quick. Um, dun, 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 dun. Okay, so with that being said, that was successful, of course. And so I'm going to need to go here, and go here. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. All right, so as you can tell, we made that happen. And hopefully I got that done right. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, okay, I got it done. So right there it says withdrawal 700. So um, we will check that out, and it might happen while we're here. You never know. So I'll be checking, and then I'm gonna tell you it does happen pretty quick. So don't be surprised if we're still on and that withdrawal goes through. I've seen it happen before, so it's pretty exciting. All right, so we'll go here, we'll click that button. It says amount withdrawal. This is a confirmation withdrawal request has been successfully processed. Um, wow, maybe it's already there. Let me check. I'm gonna check my account real quick. Let's see if it hit already. I don't know. It may have. Exodus, where are you? All right. So I'm gonna go to my Exodus wallet real quick, and let's see if we got some movement here. But yeah, there's other things you can look at. Rewards, got achievements there. Um, we got the money wheel. Oh yeah, we may spend the money. See, they give you these some kind of rewards daily. I'm not sure what that is, but it's nice that you get them. All right. So I'm just checking now. I don't think anybody, yeah, nothing's come through yet. So it's a pretty cool. Oh my gosh, there it is, 693 USDT. Man, you can't beat that. Received at 619 and it is 620. So literally, when I got the email, I got my payment. Come on, guys. Is there anything else that you need from a platform? It's already in my account. Pretty cool. So anyway, hey, boom. We know that the withdrawals work. That's pretty cool. I mean, I know you're probably saying, you sure? Yeah, 693 is what we just saw happen, right? So I can show you. It's right there. If you can see it. Anyway, so it's real. That's kind of, I mean, that's all I want you to know. It's real, it's happening. And collect, whatever bonus is there. You can spin the wheel here. I don't, I mean, it, that's cool because that's like the most I've ever made from spinning a wheel. Appreciate that. It's all good. All right, guys. Well, anyway, that's really the essence of e-estates, and that's something that I think that many people don't understand how simple it is. And I don't know, for some reason, maybe the simpler the program is, the scarier it is, or something. To me, that's kind of what we look for. Is here's a real world asset property that they basically tokenized and given everybody an opportunity to earn every single day. Very powerful, very straightforward, no tricks here, solid platform. You definitely want to check it out. Look, I'm Coach Rashid, and I appreciate you guys definitely taking the time to just take a look at this opportunity and know that it's doing what it said it would do. I love, sponsor is amazing. The presenters are amazing. Just being on the platform, being in some of the social media groups, I've met new people, networking with new people. This is really, what it's all about. And everybody's succeeding, everybody's getting paid, everybody is looking at this for what it is. It's refreshing to see something like this. And so, as you know what? There's two or three platforms that you'll see me talk about. The diversification is real. I will always hold on to that. We have some highlights. We got some disruptors in this crypto space, industries that are really being disrupted by AI and blockchain that you would not really believe, but it's happening. Real estate is really at the top of the list when it comes to traditional money managers out there talking about the next big thing. But then there's these other great crypto projects that you'll always hear me talk about. And so, look, this is about e-estates. This is a powerful platform. You can definitely do what you want to do, and you can be excited about it again. So, definitely recommend that you take a look. And if you see something that you like, if you got questions, get in touch with me. I'll be happy to address them for you. But at the end of the day, you got to take action in order to win. This has been a presentation by the founder of Team Achieve, Prosperity Club, Coach Rashid, and I look forward to working with you just like I do with everybody else. All right. Peace. Y'all have a good one. Talk to you soon.